I remember the day the earth itself seemed to turn against us. It was a cold evening in November 1986. Our small town was nestled in the heart of the mountains. It was already cloaked in a thick blanket of fog. Back then, I was just a high school history teacher with an unremarkable life. I never imagined that my knowledge of the past would become so relevant in facing what lay ahead. The day had been ordinary for the most part, but as night fell, an unusual chill settled in the air. I was grading papers in my dimly lit living room when the first tremor struck. It was subtle, almost like a mere whisper of the chaos to come. However, it was enough to send a shiver down my spine. I dismissed it as a natural occurrence, a common occurrence in our region, and continued my work. Then the whispers began, soft, unintelligible murmurs that seemed to emanate from the walls themselves. I stood up, confused and perplexed by the meaning. I tried to investigate this matter by peering out the window. The town was eerily quiet, save for the occasional hoot of an owl that sounded more mournful than usual. The fog outside had thickened, obscuring the familiar landscape into a ghostly abyss. It was only my unsatiable, curious nature that compelled me to go outside. I was confronted with the cold air biting at my skin. Even the street lamps had a mind of their own. They cast long, dancing shadows, and it was in these shadows that I first saw them. Spiders. Not ordinary spiders, but large, grotesque creatures with eyes that gleamed in the dim light. They scuttled in and out of the fog. Their movements were certainly unnerving, yet mesmerizing. I felt a sense of dread wash over me, the likes of which you wouldn't believe. This was no ordinary night. Something unnatural was at play. I hurried back inside as my heart pounded in my chest. Slowly, the whispers grew louder and more insistent. I tried to sleep, but even that was impossible. The owls outside continued their sorrowful song, and the spiders seemed to multiply, covering the outside of my house in a nightmarish tapestry. Then the earth shook violently, toppling bookshelves and shattering windows in the neighboring houses. In the chaos, I stumbled to the ground. My nose smacked the hardened wood again, this time face first. As the shaking subsided, I heard it, a voice, clear and distinct amidst the chaos. It was not a voice of this world, but something older, more ancient. It spoke in a hushed tone, hinting at a story of a time when the earth was young and beings of great power roamed free. It spoke of a curse, one that lay dormant for centuries, now awakened by the greed and ignorance of mankind. The realization hit me like a wave. The spiders, the owls, and the earth shake. They are all connected, manifestations of this ancient curse. My town, with its deep historical roots, had disturbed something that should have remained buried. In the days that followed, the entire town fell into madness. People started to vanish, leaving behind only whispered tales of shadowy figures in the fog. The spiders became bolder, going as far as ensnaring those who dared to venture outside. The owls continued to watch from their perches, always the sneaky one. Their eyes reflected knowledge far beyond our understanding. I, too, felt the change. The whispers never ceased, filling my dreams with visions of a past long forgotten. But why me? Why make someone like me their conduit? Surely someone else was more befitting of this privilege. I began to question my sanity. My grip on reality was slipping with each passing day. Yet, amidst the terror, a part of me yearned to understand, to unravel the mystery of the curse that had befallen us. My search for answers took me to the heart of the mountains, where ancient ruins lay before me. There, in the shadow of forgotten gods, I found my answer. The curse was not meant for us, but for those who had once defied the natural order of the world. We were merely caught in the crossfire of a battle as old as time itself. The key to breaking the curse lay within me, a descendant of those who had first invoked the wrath of the ancients. My blood had to be mixed with the essence of the earth. This could quell the storm that raged around us, and so I made my choice. The spiders retreated immediately, while the owls fell silent. The earth itself seemed to hold its breath in that mysterious moment. As I performed the ancient ritual, the whispers grew to a crescendo, and only then did they fall silent. I could see the fog outside dissipate. It revealed a world forever changed, but free from the shadows that had once threatened to consume it. And sometimes, on cold November nights, I hear the distant hoot of an owl, and I remember. Remember the terror, the mystery, and the ancient whispers that once guided me through the shadows.